Karen Rizkalla. I think I know most of you already. I've been a CEEF board member since 2011, and I actually just looked up today. I've been the president for almost 7 years now, which is a crazy passage of time. What I'd like to do to start is to introduce my peers that are currently on the board who are in attendance this evening. So I'll call you out. You guys can raise your hand and just say a quick hello. So those folks on the call that are our advisory board or other members can go ahead and see who's currently on the board. So Meredith Smith is a current board member and also our past executive director. Thanks for all of that. We also have Brian Block.
Yeah, Karen, I've been with the board since 2017, so about 5 years, and lived in the district for some time, and now live just outside the district, but really excited to be part of this organization.
That's great. Thank you. He, I believe, is on the call, is currently our secretary. So we thank him for always taking notes for us and keeping us organized. We have Stuart Rosenberg on the call as well. Stuart is currently our treasurer. Ginny Sikri, I believe, is on the call. Ginny, do you want to say hello?
Absolutely. Hi, this is Ginny. I'm actually the newest member in the board, just joined a couple of years ago, and I am excited to learn more. So I'm happy to be here today, and nice to meet you all.
And Oren Mahoney, I believe, is on the call. Oren, do you want to say?
I am. Yeah, no, I'm Oren. I've been on the board for quite a while, and do whatever you need to have done.
Awesome. Thank you for that. We're excited to have this opportunity to update all of you on what CEEF's been doing this past year. As you know, CEEF was founded in 1984. One of our founders, Larry Stone, is on the call. And it's exciting to announce that we've granted over $19 million to our CUSD schools in these last 38 years. This is, of course, with thanks to all of you and the larger community for your support and commitment over the years. The CEEF endowment is currently sitting between $8.6 and $9.2 million, depending on how the market is going on any given day. The last time we spoke with most of you, our board member had made a decision to forego our big annual fundraising events like the gala, the 5K, the golf tournament, because the ROI on these events was no longer very positive. And this shifted us to a volunteer organization, and we focused more on maintaining our endowment and granting. And now it's been a few years, and we redid our strategic plan to focus on how we can best support CUSD and make a more direct impact in the schools and classrooms. So I sort of want to walk you through what's been happening this year. We're excited about these initiatives. So first, I want to talk with you about a new teacher grant program. In late October, CEEF committed $100,000 to implement a teacher grant program for all CUSD teachers. So there's roughly 750 teachers working in our 25 schools in the district this year, and each is eligible to apply for a grant up to $500 to purchase additional supplies for their classroom or to do professional development. You can see on this slide some of the more popular items that have been requested this year with these funds. We have already fulfilled about 175 grants, totaling just under $80,000 and in these first 5 months. So we're confident we'll reach our 100K commitment, as only a quarter of the teachers have applied for a grant to date. CEEF is reviewing how to expand this program next year to allow for grant applications from other CUSD employees like psychologists, counselors, librarian media clerks, as well as to allow for applications from district departments and grade levels. And we'd like to share with you 3 videos from teachers that received funds in this grant program this year.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I'm a 3rd grade teacher in Cupertino. I was able to use the CEEF funds to buy multiple items to enhance our growth mindset corner in our classroom. The posters behind me have been really helpful with giving students phrases of how they can use their growth mindset. We bought this cart and added multiple growth mindset and social emotional learning books. And I also purchased multiple social emotional and growth mindset games that the students have been using in the classroom. And I think overall, these materials together have really helped my students understand what a growth mindset is. They especially love this book, I Can't Do That Yet. We've had a lot of conversations about the power of yet, and also the games have really helped them to enhance their communication skills and identify their feelings in and outside of the classroom. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Hello, Asa Stern here from Lawson Middle School. I'm representing myself and Natalie Pangelinin, who is out on maternity leave. CEEF gave us some money for sheet music this year. That music helps us keep our library up to date and relevant to our students. We're able to buy new music that has come out through movies in the past year or other pop songs that the students might want to play. It also allows us to buy more materials that we need to teach our students, not just popular music, but also classical music that teaches them other concepts and styles. And so CEEF support has allowed us to do that, and it's been invaluable for our programs. So thank you, CEEF, for supporting our musical programs. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Davis. I teach 4th grade at Stockholmeyer Elementary School, and I want to thank CEEF for their generous grant. I am running a morning intervention class for students who need SEL, and I'm working with 4th and 5th graders to create a Panda News broadcast. So I use the CEEF grant to buy supplies for students to create props for our Panda News crew. The biggest purchase has been a green screen, which we haven't used yet, but we're hoping to utilize for our March episode. So we're experimenting with a green screen, and then some clip-on microphones has been really helpful. So thank you again to CEEF very much. We're having a lot of fun.
So next, I'd like to share with you some information about a centralized fundraising platform. Well, actually more of a centralized collections platform that CEEF developed last spring and summer. The design of this system was a joint project between CEEF and a group of parents from several of our CUSD schools. This platform provides a mini site for participating schools with a shopping cart where all nonprofits like parent organizations and booster clubs, as well as the school's front office, can collect online donations and sell products like spiritware. It's really meant to provide one-stop shopping for parents. We launched the platform in August for 4 of our CUSD schools: DeVargas Elementary, Hyde Elementary, John Muir Elementary, and Lawson Middle School. You can see on this slide the shopping cart for Lawson, which includes items from their parent-teacher organization, the music and sports booster clubs, and the front office donations for classroom funds. And there's even a donation item for those who would like to donate directly to CUSD's general fund. Each participating school on this portal has its own shopping cart. It's important to note that the donor relationship stays with each nonprofit. The school and nonprofits maintain all branding, communication, and outreach. CEEF is merely processing the donations and sales for each of the participating nonprofits at each of these schools. You can see 2 views from the dashboard that platform administrators at each school can access. The school and parent organizations maintain visibility and ownership of all donor data through live custom reporting. Physical checks that CEEF receives and donations and matching funds that are received from employers is added to the dashboard monthly, and quarterly distributions are made by electronic funds transfer to the individual bank accounts for each one of the participating nonprofits. So nonprofit administrators can only see the data for donations and sales for the items in the shopping cart for their organization, not for items from the other nonprofits in the shopping cart. This is sort of a summary of some of what I've already outlined. I'd like to emphasize that one of the benefits of the platform is the savings each participating nonprofit gains by essentially outsourcing all of their donation processing to CEEF. This helps with volunteer recruitment and attrition, allowing our school leaders to focus more on parent education, outreach, and actual fundraising, instead of all of the back-end management and accounting needed if they're processing all of the individual donations and sales for their organization. So CEEF will be demoing the platform this spring to those parent organizations that showed interest in the idea last spring, but who weren't ready to sign on for something that was not yet implemented and tested. We're also demoing to the principals next week, as we would like to sign on more school offices to process donations for classroom funds like Lawson did, or field trips, things like that. It's pretty quick and easy to clone these mini sites for new schools and to add vendors or add new nonprofits. CEEF has already provided the funding to build this customized tool and is committed to funding the staffing required to support it going forward. CEEF is still managing the Henry Chu Legacy Fund for a past donor. These funds go to Nimitz Elementary School. And this year the check was for around $50,000 or $60,000. So it's super beneficial and impactful for Nimitz Elementary School. We're also continuing the management of several annual awards that go to exemplary local leaders and educators. We have the Sandy Lou Community Service Leadership Award that honors a member of the community who has demonstrated exemplary leadership in service to all children of CUSD, not just the children of their school community. The Patricia A. Lamson Endowment Fund for Reading Literacy Scholarship supports the professional growth of staff. The Innovative Technology Educator Award. So CEEF recognizes the importance of supporting CUSD teachers in their efforts to explore and develop effective teaching practices, learning strategies, and assessment tools, and hopes that this recognition serves as an important means for increasing exploration and creation and sharing of those best practices in the implementation and integration of instructional technology in the classroom. Lastly, we have the Lucretia Van Horn Memorial Art Fund, which was created by former CUSD Principal Van Adams and his family in honor of their late grandmother. Lucretia Van Horn was a gifted artist and an educator who worked with other noted artists to teach others an appreciation for the beauty that surrounds us. The purpose of the endowment is to celebrate the arts by recognizing outstanding middle school artists in the district. This year's contest theme is Through the Looking Glass. Presentations for the winners of all of these awards will be made during the April 28th CUSD Board of Education meeting. What's next for CEEF? We'll continue to provide grants to the district, the schools, teachers, and students. As an example, we granted almost $50,000 to the district during the pandemic so that they could purchase monitors for teachers to use at home while teaching virtually. We'll continue our annual school grants. And as noted earlier, we're planning to expand our new teacher grant program. We're planning to do some rebranding and update our website, and we'll continue our fundraising and endowment building efforts. As always, we appreciate your ongoing support. In the next few months, we'll be looking to expand our board. If any of you would like to re-engage with us, of course, you're always welcome. Gifts of time, talent, and treasure are always welcome. But what I would really like to ask is that you think about whether there are any people in your network that might be a good fit for CEEF. Perhaps you have grown children that would like to give back to the schools they grew up in, or a new neighbor looking for a way to make an impact in the community. We're looking for people both with children in the district and others who are a part of our community. If you know someone that you think we should speak with about CEEF, please just let us know. Thank you for your time and attention. That's the update that we wanted to provide, and we're more than pleased to answer any questions that you may have about the history of the organization, sort of our current strategic plan, any of these new initiatives, or where we may be headed in the future.